girls. I'm just trying to get that straight. I always feel like I start in the same way because I'm like close and then work my way back. How are you? Today is Thursday. We're almost done with our Ditch the Diet free challenge group for the week. So I felt bad that I couldn't jump in yesterday, but I did not get home until a little after 8, and from there my night just got busy. I tried answering people that I had in my inbox to talk with them. I was putting together our lessons for today, and normally I set up, I'm doing this very different than I've done in the past. I've set up my free challenge, my group, and I put it all together, and it's preset, if you want to say. And anyone who's been in my group, if you've ever looked, you might see like in the corner Hootsuite. It's what I use to send out like almost automated information, or hey Abby, information or worksheets or whatever I've got, or tips, recipes throughout the week. And I usually set those up on the weekend and they go out all week long, which I kind of need to do because I teach full-time and I coach full-time, so that I'm present in my teaching during the day. I set that up ahead of time. But how I did this differently this time is that I'm also waiting to see if who's jumping on here. I lost my train of thought. I changed it. I changed my plans each day based on the feedback I was getting, people who were sending me personal messages, or what I was getting on the page, the survey I did with you guys. So it was more work for me to do it day by day like that, but I feel like I think this way. I feel like it met your needs better, and I still would like to hear feedback because I would do it even differently next time. I'm all about changing and growing as you go along. So that's how this was a little different. So I knew I was going to be up late last night, still creating things, looking through some of the books, trying to give you bits and pieces. If you haven't read, I've been handing out, there's my teacher talk. I've been sending out to you 2 worksheets a day. One is a worksheet that you can actually like get involved and do, and the other one is like I would call it like tidbits, informations, tips that you can, both of which you can download, or if you're like everything electronically, or print off if you like hard copy. I kind of do both. I have binders I keep things in, and then other times I like them on my phone. Like I'll take pictures of recipes and use them that way, or I can open them on my computer because they AirDrop easy, or I don't use my iPad that much. My iPad's through school, so I actually don't use that one that much. But I need to take a breath, I think, because I want to start this with you guys about 3 times. Here's my real life for a second. If I actually kept pushed live where I was planning on it, I think we had a war of doors. Anybody have a house where when people get angry, I have a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old, and I think I just was guilty of it myself. I think I just slammed the door too because I was like, oh. We're cooking dinner. I've got chicken going upstairs. I wanted to go live. I want to finish my 2 sheets for you guys for tomorrow for our last day of the challenge group, and it was like massive chaos. My son was leaving to go to Applebee's with friends. My daughter is trying to take the dog for a walk, but the other dog was left here, so she's barking. She's trying to come downstairs. My one dog has no boundaries whatsoever and like jumps in the door, comes in, and it becomes chaos. And we're like, get out of the front yard with the other dog because Colby's going nuts. So it was like 5 minutes ago, I was like crazy person. Like I was like, stop slamming doors as I'm screaming. My husband's like, stop yelling. I'm thinking I was ready to go live and talk to you all. I'm like, this is my real life. It's like crazy nuts here sometimes. So everybody's gone. Well, no, my husband's here, but he's watching CNN, so he doesn't count. And it's quiet for a couple seconds. So I wanted to jump in today because we haven't talked about, and you know what? My husband just made fun. This is off topic. He just made fun of my shawl. Does anybody get Fit Fab Fun boxes? Because it's not really off topic because it's also about taking care of yourself. I am like, it's a one thing I do for myself, and he's like, what is coming in the mail? And I put a little money aside, and it's like Christmas in a box, or my birthday, because how often as adults do we get like surprise gifts? It's not the same way like for Christmas as it was when you were a kid. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it. You can go online and Google it, and you get all these cool little things in there. Sometimes makeup. I didn't wear it, but a little necklace. I got this shawl. Isn't that so cool? It's like thin. it's perfect. Like you can, I don't know what you can do with it, but somebody told me this past October, I was with a group of friends, coaches actually, and one of my friends said, "You're a really flowy chick." And it was a strange thing to say, but I guess that's how I am. So this fit me perfectly. I wear long sweaters in the winter time, and even light sweaters now. So like this was like perfect. I'm like, I know. My husband's like, "Love your shawl." Like, I know he's making fun of me, but he's joking at the same time in a loving way. And I got, oh, you can see it back here. I got this. I love it. It's glass. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know. Water bottle. It's just so, I don't know. It had a lot of cool little things in there. There was eye cream, and trust me, I need eye cream. All little things in there. And it just, for not a lot of money, it's more of feeling pampered and taken care of. And I swear that's kind of actually where I'm going right now with what we're gonna talk about right now with fitness. I'm not doing a live video. I'm not, you won't see me a lot of times post fitness videos of myself. It just doesn't, it's not in alignment with me. I don't really feel like I need to. You might see me afterwards, like I'll, show a picture of what I did. I'll explain it. Sorry, dog hair, or cat hair. But you won't really see me do fitness videos per se. It's not, I probably could in here, but I never felt comfortable on my personal page where my students have access to that page. I leave it public. So I'm very conscious of what I post there. I have 8th grade students, I have parents, I have students that I'm now friends with on Facebook that I am friends with that are adults, have families of their own. I will let them friend me, and I'll accept their friend after they graduate high school. So they have to graduate first. I just don't feel like, I don't want to cross that over at this point. Or under 18, under graduation, if you want to say. So, but here, like, it's different, but I still don't think it aligns me. I'm just not a, like, watch me work out person. I will talk with you about it. I'll discuss it with you. I'll find out what you need, and then we'll go that direction. But you're really not going to see me working out here. It's just not me. I love to work out, but not necessarily video me. But here's what I want to talk about. Today, I know it wasn't on our to-do list, if you want to say, for fitness. It really was about nutrition for the week. But here's my thoughts on fitness. And if you don't know, I will share it again. I am a Beachbody coach. I stand behind their products. I love their products. I've used them. My daughter is 14. I've probably used them since I lost weight the first time. She was 3 or 4. Let's say 4. I think she was 3. Let's say 4. So 10 years. So I've used their products for 10 years. I've used Shakeology for the last 2 years. I didn't even know about Shakeology before that. My first program, I think, was Slim in 6 with Debbie Siebers. I think that's her name. Did me a world of good. It was too long now. Like, my time is like of value. So that's a program that really does work, but I need something shorter. So that's the truth. I don't have the time to put into that. I am a huge home workout person. I'm not a gym goer. I've tried it though. A lot of the coaches I work with love gyms. It's just not for me. Here's my mental thing, and a lot of what we're going to be talking about and continuing, if I know there are people who are interested in continuing on after this week, is mind shift. It's knowing, it's getting to know where you are. It's getting to know where your roadblocks are. Because I don't care what kind of coach you are and how good you are, you can't make someone else do it. And I'll be honest, I'm going to come from an authentic place right now. I've had people say to me, like, I need you to do this for me. I need you to call me out, and I need you. And I will, to an extent. I will connect with you. I will encourage you. I'll ask more for you to figure out what's holding you back. Your I don't want to say boundaries, your limitations, what's happening. Because if you don't figure that out, it doesn't matter how many programs you try. They're not going to work because you haven't changed. And I go back to, I haven't changed, and I know that for a fact. I was a yo-yo dieter for years and years and years. I liked to blame everything on my weight or a program that wasn't working for me, when I really have come down to the fact that if you are in alignment and you're in the right place and you get rid of your blocks, or I got rid of my blocks, then you're ready for whatever program. And it doesn't have to be a Beachbody program. Although, again, like I say, I am in 100%. I won't work for anything if I don't believe in it. So you're not going to see me jump from company to company. I'm not chasing dollar signs, if that makes sense. I earn an income from it. And I'm not going to say, oh, I'm Mother Teresa and I do this all. I do plenty of things for free, but I also don't. but I believe in it. It has worked for me, and that's why I believe in it. It works for many, many, many people. And here's the truth. Any program's going to work if you're in the right place and you commit to it. So I'm a big supporter of not bashing whatever program is not working for you. I'm really about being honest, getting raw sometime, and finding out, because I was the queen of excuses. I was the queen of, or princess when I was even younger, of this isn't working because, and this isn't working because, and if this was a better fill in the blank, it would be working. And that's so not the case. It all comes back very simply, which is a great thing because simplicity is great, to us and us being in the right place. I bless and release, meaning not that I have control over anyone. People who I know aren't ready, I'm not going to push them. They may have come forward and said they are, but if you really aren't and you're still in a blame game, you're not there yet. So for many of you, I know I connect outside of lives here more in a mindset way, and that's where you're going to see me going and offering, because sometimes that's what comes before any change, whether it's a change in a career that you're looking for, a relationship that you're looking for, fitness, health. I'm not just about health and fitness. Health and fitness is one piece of our huge, it's our mind, body, if you want to say spirit. I know I'm a flowy girl, so spirit kind of fits in there, but it's the truth without being hokey. That's where it all starts. It starts here. And if that's not set, it doesn't matter how many programs. I know people who continuously research and buy into programs, and then the next program and the next program and the next program. And it's such a waste of money, no matter what the program is, if we're not in the right place yet. So I know a lot of you, that's where when I've talked to you, you're looking for, like, how do I want to change my mindset. And I'm going to be doing a lot of focus, and I'm so excited that school's out tomorrow, because I have huge projects I've been working on that I will be presenting to you and releasing if that's the direction that you're looking for right now. But back to, because that's when I told you about fitness. Hey, Stephanie. How are you, beautiful Stephanie? That gives me beautiful makeup. I think I actually have your lip gloss on right now. You have gorgeous stuff. I love it. I still have to get the other color because I ordered two of the same. And you know what? The person who won our lip gloss I kept asking, because I presented that and she was a winner and she never stepped forward. So maybe I'll raffle that off again, because I gave time, and maybe she may not have been comfortable. She's not connected with me, and I understand not giving your address if you don't really have a relationship with someone and you're not comfortable. So I might be offering that up again. And I love the color. So here's the thing about fitness, which I was getting to. I started with my Fit Fab Fun stuff and taking care of ourselves. And I always say you can't pour from an empty cup, and I mean it. You have to do little things for yourself. You have to. It is not selfish. It is selfless in a way, because you need to have you as a whole and good and happy and fulfilled and aligned and in balance to be able to take care of everyone else. And fitness plays a part in that. And here's why. Being my age, I can have lots of aches and pains when I wake up in the morning. And I'm not right now. I have stretching pains sometimes, but good ones. Like when I get out, I'm like, oh, those are my quads that are like sore. That's a super awesome feeling, because I'm taking care of myself, because I'm doing good things for myself. Or from one week to the next. This is actually my 3rd month on this program. I've never been in a program that long, and there's 3 of us actually that are checking in with each other. And I am in a whole different place than I was 2 months ago. I could not do a push-up to save my life, ever. And like, I think I'm almost up to 8. It may not be big for someone else, but for me, that is a milestone, and I feel like kick-ass awesome. I'm not, and I'm sure if you saw me, that's why I won't videotape myself. I don't want to see it. I probably don't look that great, though I have good form, but I feel awesome. That's when we talk mindset again. Sometimes that's the component. Maybe something else isn't changing in your life. Maybe, monetary wise, that's not changing. Financially, it's not changing. But if you can change this part, and this part, that you feel stronger, you feel more powerful, you're doing better, that's where fitness can come in. It's a release. It absolutely releases endorphins. and a hormonal piece that I've gone through depression. I've been on medication for depression. I've went through postpartum depression, was on medication for postpartum depression. Fitness is a great strategy against other things that go on inside of us chemically. I'm not saying don't go on medication. I needed it when I was on it. But when I was pregnant my second time, I said, okay, I'm going to research what I need to do. And one of the things was exercising through the pregnancy and then afterwards. And I didn't end up on medication the second time. And it's not just mental. It's not in your head. It is physically, but you can get yourself in a better place. So that's physically. But it's a mental thing too, where you feel stronger. You feel better. And it's not just what you see in the mirror, though that's a side effect too, because that's going to get you more lean. That's going to get you toned up if you're looking for tone. And there's different exercises for different people. Again, I'll go back to Beachbody in that right now what I offer to people, because until August, I think it is. So I'm not like, oh, it's a deadline. You've got to get to me, to the end of the month. No, I think it's going till August where people can get all the programs for an entire year. And to me, that's a no-brainer, because when I say no size one fits all, I really mean it. And for 500 programs, you can pick something. But if you're not a home exercise person, then I'm going to be honest, and that's not for you. And I'm not going to push it down your throat. It's not for you. So here's my thing about fitness. Oh, hey, Abby. Oh, yeah, you have a new fur baby. Oh, I'm glad you love your Shakeology. I know. That is something that, oh, thank you. You put more on there. Thank you, Abby. Awesome. So your next thing, so you've got your Shakeology, which is your 70 superfoods, which is great for you. Nutrition's 80%, fitness is 20%. So I'm not telling you not to work out, but if you can't work out, if you're at a place right now where you are, and I have people who are either ill or they're getting over a surgery or they're having issues that way, then absolutely focus on your nutrition. I mean, that's 80% of it. You can't out-dance, you can't out-workout, you can't out-whatever a bad diet. And I don't mean diet in that, like don't eat. I mean what you're putting in your body. So if you're like working out for 40 minutes and you're hitting it hard and then you're just eating everything that you shouldn't eat for your body, it's not going to matter. You're not only going to not balance it out, you're still going to be in the red. Black. Did I say that right? I'm not good at that. You're not going to be at a good place, let's put it that way. But for fitness, you have to know you. Again, maybe that'll be my sheet tonight, asking you questions. You have to know what brings you joy. And that's the bottom line. If you don't enjoy what you do, and I don't mean it's not going to be hard. Like, I'm enjoying this program. I don't enjoy today's. Today I'm going to do when I get off here, and that's a cardio. I don't like cardio. I like cardio in the form of dance. I love country heat. I love size. I love hip hop abs. This is one day in the week that is cardio, but it's good. And I will do it because I've seen the improvement in myself in the last 3 months. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do it because I want to see, can I get to this point without passing out? Can I get to this point without throwing up? No, I'm never throwing up. I'm exaggerating there. But that's why I'll still do it, because I see my growth in it. But I'll be honest, it's not my favorite day. I loved yesterday. Yesterday was lean circuit 2, and Monday was lean circuit 1. I love weights. I love what's happening with my arms. I love not having like that old person, that's in my head anyway, back fat, back here. I feel strong. I may not look it, but I feel it. I'm like, my weights have increased. So those are my favorite days. Those bring me more joy. But I'm not saying that it's not going to be work. But you have to like what you do. Think back at a time when you were younger. What did you like doing? When you were in school, were you part of a team? I wasn't. I mean, I did band. I was flags and pom-poms. Not pom-poms, not cheerleading, but like dance. That was always my thing. So this is why I love dance. I know what I love. But were you part of a team? Were you a team player? Will you do better with a power walk with a friend and getting out there daily? Is that going to keep you motivated? Or are you a dance person? Do you like that? Is music for me is everything. It can get me out of a funk. It can change my mood. It can bring me down. Background when I'm doing my schoolwork or planning for my new challenge groups. That's like all different things. Pandora, I have all my, or Spotify, I have all different playlists. Know what you love. Are you an outside person? You want to get out there. Are you a person who needs to be motivated and being around other people? If that's the case, grab someone to do. If you have all access, if you're with me in Beachbody, grab someone. Or maybe it's not home at all. Maybe it's not Beachbody. And again, this is where I have to come from an authentic place, and I will be offering more to you if that's not it. I'm not changing companies. I'm not leaving companies. But there are some people that I've come across who absolutely love their workout. They don't want to change their workout. And why should I try to do that? If it's not broken, why fix it? So to me, I've come to an aha moment where I have something to offer, where they're coming to me, asking me other questions, and having mindset issues, trying to get those kinds of things set, or mindset and nutrition issues that they go hand in hand. But fitness, they're great with. They like what they do. And it's not my place to talk you or anyone else out of what you already love. I wouldn't appreciate that. I love what I do. I know I'm not a gym goer. I'm a home person. When I work out at home, I pretend that there are people around me. That's my motivation. Like, would I stop now if I was with someone else? Would I stop now? No, I wouldn't. I mean, you can hear that. I do get passionate about that. And for me, mentally, when I go to a gym, I shut down. I then start comparing myself to what they're doing and how they're doing it. And am I not doing it well enough? And they're doing it better than I am. And I get lost in my own head. It's my own issue. Trust me, I know. Still working on that. But that's important to know. Where are you in fitness? What is it that's going to make you continue? That it's not going to be a fad, again, ditch the diet, piece of your life, rather than something that you turn to. I mean, my husband doesn't drink, but I like wine. And I was a person who would come home, at the end of the night, and I'll have a glass of wine. And I'm not saying I don't do that now, but very limited, because now I turn to fitness. That's my release. If I've had like a frustrating day at school, or gotten a couple sad, or not that I get a lot of them, but because I don't do cold calls anymore. I don't do send out messages for people I don't know. So I'm not getting those messages back. Let me tell you, I'm a person who works on a vibe. And when I would send out messages like, hey, how are you? I just want to introduce what I'm doing. It never felt right. It didn't sit, it wasn't in alignment with me. And then I'd sometimes get messages back like, please don't message me any longer, or I'm not interested in whatever you have to sell. And I'm not a seller, I'm a sharer. Yes, something gets sold, but that's not how it worked for me. And so when a message like that would come back, it would put me in a bad state, and a glass of wine would make it better. Now, I have nothing against a glass of wine, but I don't want those added calories right now. I don't want that possible headache that I would have. I'd rather go work out and feel good afterwards. And I still can't believe that that's where I am in my journey. But like yesterday, I had a faculty end of the year shindig at someone's house, and we hung around, and someone made a mango margarita. I'm like, I'm up for that. And I enjoyed it. It was something I chose at that point, not as a release from something else. It was with friends and a social issue, and not issue, that's the wrong word, activity, and I had a great time. Very different from what I was using wine for before. Again, no judgment on anyone else. That just is what's working for me. So make sure that when you're looking at fitness, and if you want to change, and a lot of people that are here are wanting to make a change, that you're choosing something that you enjoy, that's going to bring you joy. I don't know how else to say it. Really, that's what it comes down to. Choose something that you are going to enjoy. And sometimes it takes trying a couple different things. That's why, again, and it's not because I'm plugging it, though I am offering it if people want 500 programs to pick from. There's something for everyone. There's yoga, there's PiYo, there's hip hop abs. That's a fun one to me. There's something new coming out. But I don't know if that's for me yet. I have to try it out. I haven't tried it yet. Shift Shop's coming out in July. I don't know. It might be a little too much for me. I'm not a big jumper around person. I know that that's not for me. I always follow the modifier person. And I'm okay with that. I think it's called PiYo. I'm not a PiYo jump around person. It makes me think of that song, Jump Around. I don't know who's saying that, but that's what's in my head right now. Sorry. That's a peek into my head. But no, get to know what you're going to want to do that you're not going to find excuses for. Here's the other thing. Whatever you choose, be consistent. Show up. You're not going to see results if you don't show up. You're not going to work out, and if you're like me, I get a good weekend, really go hard. A weekend, and my body was killing me, and I'm saying, I don't see anything. Nothing's happening. I'm sore. I should have results. 30 days for you to feel the difference, 60 days for you to see the difference, 90 days for other people to see the difference. Now, that's not always a steadfast rule. Sometimes it happens that maybe if people have a lot more weight to lose, sometimes that goes off fast in the beginning. So people might be noticing right away. But what I'm trying to say is stick with it. Stick with it and make it part of your life. Schedule yourself in. Schedule yourself. I mean, sometimes I'm doing it late at night, but I'm scheduled in. This is for me. And the other thing is huge accountability. Speak it out. Say what you're doing. I don't mean go to school or go to work every day going, I'm doing Beachbody Country Heat. That's not what I mean. But find people that are in that same circle with you, which we are. We're over 100 people in here. We're in the same circle. Here's a perfect place. If you don't want to be saying it to everyone else, but you want that accountability and check-in, that's a big piece of that puzzle. Oh, sorry. I go through so much battery when it goes live. Huge piece of that puzzle. Make sure other people are there with you. Right now, when I have there's three of us specifically doing this program, it has been a game changer. There's nights where it's been so busy right now that I really want, I'm like, I can just do, I'll tomorrow I'll pick up on it. But I know we're checking in with each other. And it's not that anyone's going to be mean, and I'm not mean to anyone else, but it's a great motivator, keeping you going to get, for me anyway. But when you keep it quiet and you don't speak it out and you don't put that out there for other people to kind of go along with you or keep you accountable, it's really easy for one day to turn into 2 days of not working out, to turn into 3 and 4 and 5, and you're like, oh, I'll start again when fill in the blank. Okay? Fitness is very important. It's important mentally. It's important physically, obviously, I'm not going to go into every different reason there, and emotionally. I think I said that. Physically, mentally, emotionally, they are different things. Okay, they all kind of work together. They fill that circle in. You know those little circles we have on an Apple. If you have an Apple Watch, this is new. I just got it for my birthday, and I'm like oh, my circle's almost done. So if any of you have Apple Watches, you know what I'm talking about. I used to have a Fitbit before, but I like this. I'm like, I'm almost closed. But that's about it right now. I want to jump in. Some ideas about fitness, very important. And I'd love for you, please, to be active and tell me below. I got a couple people I know I'm going to answer you today. I'm so sorry I haven't done it yet, but I will as soon as I get my workout in. And I appreciate you posting yesterday when I was asking what you're doing for fitness. Put it out there. You'll find other people who are in here with us and are like, oh, I love that, or I didn't think of that, or that person's doing that. I want to do that too. Okay? So I have options for you. Talk with me. I'll let you know, and they're not always going to be something I'm selling. Don't be afraid of that. If this is the direction you want to go there. Ask me. Right now I'm putting myself out there for you. And do not feel that I'm going to say, this is what you need to get. You have to buy this with me. So that I get a challenge, if you know anything about Beachbody, a success point or this or that. It is part of me. It's what I believe in. I'm not stopping working for them. But I also realize that some people need something else. And I don't mean another company, but another route, and still need my support. So you're going to see me, which is what I just put out today, put other options, and I call them elite and I call them light. And there's going to be something in there for both kind of people who are ready, like, that's it, I'm not waiting any longer. I'm gonna pull the trigger. I've been waiting too long and I want to move forward, and I want everything that she's been using. And then other people are like, well, I only need parts of it. I only need the mindset part and the nutrition. I'm happy with my fitness right now. So I tried, this is something very new. You guys are my first that I'm offering that to. And I'm offering it at a much reduced price, even with me, working with you, because it's new and because it won't be perfect yet. And I shouldn't say it's never going to be perfect, but because you're new with me, like, you're kind of my test group going along. So I want to give it at a really affordable cost. And to me, what I'm offering at is affordable to me. That's something I can invest in myself. Well, so is the elite, but that's something I could, if I was just starting off and I want to get my feet wet and I don't want to go full bore yet, I want to see what it's about and still have the support. That's why I'm offering that. I know you love your PiYo and your yoga. Awesome. Awesome. That's That's helped me. Pyo and yoga for my back having scoliosis is a great way. There are certain days where I'm like, I just need to stretch. I need to feel like, and we lose flexibility. So those are two great activities, Abby. So yay for you. You seem to be back online, so I'm guessing your internet must be working again, because I know you were having problems with it. It was good to see you, and whoever checks this out later. I know it's a hard time. It's dinner time in the end of the day, so it's a difficult time to jump in, but hopefully you watch, get some tidbits, give me some feedback. I'm going to be asking you for some feedback on where I'm headed. So I'm going to be done with school tomorrow, and I'm going to be jumping into creating a few new programs, and I want feedback because I don't want to make programs that aren't needed, if that makes sense. If it's not something that someone it's going to enhance or give you, and it's not something you don't need, why am I going to put the time into that? So I'm going to ask you a couple surveys, and if I would appreciate if you could answer those, because that's going to tell me the direction to go with my programs, because who else am I making them for but you? All right, have a good night, guys. Yay! Oh, good. I'm so glad, Abby. Have a good night, and I will check in. Actually, I'm not going to promise I'll check in. I'm going to try. Tomorrow my daughter's promoting from 8th grade, and as one of the teachers, I'm there. My parents are coming, so it's a big night. But I'm going to try in between to get on here and just check in with you on our last day. I don't want to not check in with you on our last day of our challenge. All right? Take care. Eat healthy tonight. Take care of yourself. If you haven't gotten active, do something. There's so much you can do. So do something. It's a little dark here. I don't know if you can take a walk yet. All right? Take care, guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.